Yeah, my view tonight is that the AFL is absolutely on board with this. There's been some speculation around we need to get AFL approval. Now, the AFL, of course, has had him under a management program, and there's some details of that which we are not privy to. But they very much feel that they want to get players like this back into the game with a second chance. And also, of course, with the dwindling Indigenous numbers, they really feel like he's a young #1 overall pick who's had his challenges this year. As you said, I feel like I've been to 12 funerals. I've been away from football. Joey, he's a different footballer to Charlie Curnow, who the club said they do not want and do not believe would function alongside Ben King, and whether it's Reid or Walter. How do you see him fitting into this forward line if everything goes to plan?
Well, this is an interesting one for me. I mean, no one questions his talent and we know what's there. I thought a club would take a risk, but for me, it's interesting it's the Gold Coast Suns. I don't know if they're the club that need to take the risk on Jamarra Ugle-Hagan with the amount of young players they've got, the trajectory they're on, the culture they've built with this playing group. I know it's Damien Hardwick's way. You know, I know that he's got some experience and he's prepared to take the punt. It's just a risky one for me for the Gold Coast. Petrarca one absolutely makes complete sense, but it's interesting. And what about the contract situation? He's on a pretty hefty contract next year. Did the Gold Coast take all of that on as well? Yeah,
they absorb it. It's effectively a new 2-year deal if it goes through, and so the Dogs would maybe get a future fourth. It'd be a throwaway pick.
It's a nothing pick. I get
They
that.
wash their hands of him, and they of course know how challenging he's been. Just in terms of that risk profile, so Damien Hardwick, the bloke who played a first game at grand final, and of course a winning grand final, and Craig Cameron was the bloke who helped bring on Ben Cousins at the Richmond Football Club. Terry Wallace was really keen. Craig was the list boss there. And of course, that had a very specific set of parameters in terms of, for Ben, it was drug tests twice a week. And so who knows what the situation would be.